Hello to all you beautiful beings tuning into this message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. And what I have for you is a collective guidance message meant for you whenever you find this message and it resonates for your journey. So we're going to have a look into what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on at this time, and as well as the best guidance messages for us based on the message that we receive. Before I dive into the cards, I want to talk a little bit about some of the energies that have been affecting the planet and that you may have been experiencing as a result. A lot of really strong impulses coming at Earth. A lot of external forces that are affecting us all. So you may have been experiencing a lot of ascension symptoms, possibly a lot of new ascension symptoms. I was experiencing a lot of abdominal pressure the last couple of days. But last night, I feel like a lot of us had an opportunity. The energy was a little bit different. We're going to talk about my cat in a moment too. So the energy was quite different last night, and I think it gave a lot of us a chance to just kind of rest a little bit, get a really good night's sleep, and feeling just a little bit more recharged today, feeling a little bit more like ourselves and like our physical body is having a chance to sort of recuperate from what we've been going through this past week in terms of the energies and the influxes. In regards to my cat, today she is very, very needy. She is a very independent girl, that Jackie. So, cats really do speak to independence, and she's just jumped on my chair here. So you can see today she's really not independent at all. So some of you may have been feeling a sense of that. Maybe you're not feeling as independent as you normally would. It could even be a guidance for you to connect more with others and to rely on other people for support. It could even speak to finding your soul tribe and just getting a sense of comfort and understanding and ease in regards to what it is that you're going through. So if you've been experiencing a lot of physical symptoms that you haven't been understanding this past week or so, or you've just been feeling energies that are not yours, you have no clue where they're coming from, know that that is something that's been going on for so many of us. So you're never alone in your journey, but just know that we're here for you. And if you are experiencing any of this, let us know in the comments, because the more we share our own experiences, the more it does help other people to understand what's going on with them, as well as to feel like they're not alone. So we're going to go ahead and get into the messages and see what it is that we need to know and be aware of for today. And the stone that I was feeling guided to use on the tarot deck today was my rose quartz point. So rose quartz is really a stone of love, friendships, collaboration, compassion. I'm actually hearing the word loyalty right now. Cats, they are very independent, but my girls, they're definitely loyal. They always come through for me when I need them the most. And they do it so naturally, because cats, that's just who they are. They care so much about the ones that they love. And so let's see, I feel a message in regards to our higher counsel and our higher support, in regards to love and compassion, in regards to our guidance for today, as well as some of the support that we're going to be receiving from our high counsel to get through these energies that some of us might not even be understanding what is happening to us, because the energies have just been so different from what we've been experiencing up until this point. So we'll go ahead and find out what we need to know and be aware of at this time. Oh goodness, okay. I actually had a lot of cards flipping over as I was getting ready for this reading. It was just so many messages wanted to come through. I saw so many, I don't even want to get into it. But if it's your first time tuning in here, know that I always shuffle before and after every reading, because my messages sometimes do come through very quickly. That's just the way I work with spirit. So please trust that the cards are well shuffled in between every reading. I can't deny this. So I saw a lot of cards coming through as I was shuffling. I can't recall if I did see these two cards, but I think it's interesting that we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands coming upright. A lot of you may have been seeing a lot of fives in your path, and that speaks to change. And there's just been so much change going on in regards to the energy that we're all feeling, in regards to our ascension, in regards to our light work and the path that we're on. Some of you recently have been sharing with me that you've been feeling like you're in this state of being veered off your path, but then reconnecting, and it's just this winding road in a sense. So and when we so I'm feeling that sense of change, of direction, of path. And when we put them together, of course, we have 10. And so 1 and 0 speaks to new beginnings and the end of a cycle to start a new cycle, a new not pattern. I'm feeling a phase, a new phase, like a next chapter. So the Five of Swords upright speaks about conflict, disagreement, competition, defeat, and winning at all costs. Okay, so the Five of Wands is very similar as well. It's about conflict, disagreement, competition, tension, and diversity. And I do feel like, you know, as I was saying before getting the cards about this, the way that the energies are affecting us all, we all feel like there's this sense of, you know, I know myself, I've been picking up the energy that's not mine that I've been feeling. There has been a sense of tension in regards to that energy that I've been feeling. A sense of conflict as well, just an element of conflict in the energy. It's that friction that I've spoke about in previous readings. It's just and I almost feel it's very similar to how I interpreted that energy previously, as we go through this experience of these new energies and we ascend. We're going through it's creating a vibration as we shift into this new energy. And the best way I can describe that, I was actually seeing, it's almost like when you're in a plane, if you've ever been in a plane and the plane lifts off, there is a few moments where the plane does start to rattle and shake a little bit as the plane starts to adjust to the vibrations and the frequencies that are affecting the vessel itself. So I almost feel like that's a good way to describe how we feel. We are the vessel, and as we are ascending, there's just that moment that it takes for the vessel to get into the flow of the energies as it ascends. Okay, so yes, so in regards to, you know, as like, again, the energy has just been a lot of I feel confusion. You know, both of these cards talk about conflict and disagreement, um, competition. I mean, they're almost the same message here. Um, mhm. So I really do feel a strong connection that many of you in this past week, these energies that you've been experiencing, it just um, it's been creating a lot of confusion. I'm hearing uncertainty and doubt, disagreements within the self. You know, it's this self-doubt. You're disagreeing with yourself about, you're questioning so much at this point. And I mean, Jackie's not even kidding right now about how needy she is right now. She's never like this. So some of you might be feeling the need to connect with others, to be less independent, and there's nothing wrong with that. We've been seeing a lot of these messages coming through about, you know, the Three of Cups, you know, collaboration, teamwork, celebration. And you know, I feel that for a lot of you who are experiencing these energies, this confusion and this sense of conflict, you know, connecting with others is going to help you to connect with the information that's going to help you through times like these. So when you find people, like if you're resonating with this message and you're like, oh my gosh, someone gets me, now I understand why I feel this way, these are the kinds of people you need to connect with, because that's going to help you along your journey. And I do include all my social media links down below for you, so please do connect if you are feeling that you resonate with this message and you've been having a hard time connecting with others who feel the same energies and experiences that you do. So again, I'm feeling a guidance for connecting with others. Um, and I also do feel like with all of this sense of conflict and this sense of tension, this um I've also described it in the past of, it's like you have all of these rocks in a wheelbarrow and you're pushing a wheelbarrow, and the rocks are just bouncing around in the wheelbarrow. It's that kind of friction energy. And I do feel a guidance to say that when you connect with nature, or when you do things that help to put you in a meditative state of mind, I've seen it in the past, and I'm seeing it again. For some of you, it's fishing. If you enjoy going fishing and that helps you to just disconnect and unplug, I feel a strong guidance that I'm picking up right now is to really take some time to evaluate yourself. And we did just go through a full moon, and you know, that is a time of reflection. So I feel like taking that time for yourself as well, check back in with your own energy, You know, do the things that you do to protect your energy, ground your energy. And I feel like that is going to really help you through the energies that we're all experiencing at this time if you are resonating with this message. And for some of you, I feel like this is also speaking about a situation in the physical. So you may be going through a situation, or are working towards something. And there is some conflict, some disagreements, a sense of competition, tension, and diversity. But there's also this wanting to win at all costs, this sense of not being defeated in the situation, of achieving what it is that you're working towards, or even having an accomplishment in regards to resolving the situation. And I feel a sense of accomplishment in that. So if you're experiencing a situation in the physical, in your day-to-day life, where you do feel that there's a situation that you just feel you want to resolve, you don't want the situation to you don't want it to go in a negative way. You want it to have a positive end result. And I am feeling a sense of achievement with that. And I almost coughed when I said positive result. So I felt like my throat chakra got a little bit activated when I went to say that. So the situation may involve just miscommunication or a sense of a communication error. But let's go ahead and find out what it is that the angel number guidance is. So this is going to be the guidance to help get us through this message that we just received here, along with the other guidances that I was picking up intuitively. And the stone that I have felt and guided to use on the angel numbers by myself today is my citrine. So this is a stone, you know, very energized. And I love that next to the rose quartz, because we're talking about compassion next to, you know, some energy. So really, I'm hearing the word amplifying it. And, you know, once again, I always say in my readings too, whatever stones that you see me using, you might feel the need to look those up as well, because sometimes they hold messages for you that resonate for you. And you might even feel guided to work with that stone if you feel that it could help you. So let's find out what is the best guidance for us based on the message that we're seeing today. And there's a card. I will say too, as I was shuffling the angel number deck, the angel number 505 came out. And I don't recall off the top of my head what that card is, but just to give you an idea, fives are all about change. Zeros are all about ending a cycle and starting a new phase, a new chapter. So just to give you an idea of what that message may have been about. So, okay, more messages there. Thank you. We have 3 messages today. Can't go wrong with that. Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. So angel number 123 came out. I have been seeing this a lot, and whenever I see numbers like 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6, this to me speaks about an ascension. So, you know, right now your angels and your guides are here to let you, you know, give you a confirmation that everything you're experiencing right now is in regards to this ascension that you're going through. So, you know, do trust in this process. It is a process that you're going through. So trust in the ascension progress itself, and just know that if you are resonating with this message and you're feeling that sense of tension, conflict, diversity, but also wanting to win at all costs, know that this is all here. This is a part of your path. You are exactly where you are meant to be at this time. We also have angel number 2, which I think is fantastic, because I was picking up a sense of achievement if this was in regards to a situation in the physical reality. And this is also a message of having courage, faith, and trust in the angels and the universal energies. So quite literally, all this conflict, this tension, this disagreements, the self-doubt, all of those energies that you might be feeling, and all of the ascension symptoms as well. Everything that you've been feeling physically. And as soon as I said that, I was feeling a lot of head pressure, particularly around behind the back of my ears. I've never felt that, so I feel like that's someone who's watching this message who's been feeling that. So trust that those are the universal energies, and they're here to work with you. I know that they're not pleasant sometimes, but they do help us to reach that next level, that next chapter, okay? So do trust in them. And angel number 2 is also a message of soul mission and divine life purpose. So do know that, once again, you're right where you need to be in your path. You're aligning with who you are meant to be and what you are meant to be doing in this time. I also want to point out that both of these two cards here have the number 2. I've been seeing a lot of 2s in my path. If you're a divine feminine on the twin flame journey watching this message, then you as well may have been seeing a lot of 2s. I know that's been something happening for the divine feminine collective for a few days now. Very, very strong, just 2s. They're all over the place. And angel number 41 is here to remind you to embrace your gifts and know the worthiness of your gifts. So I know at this time we can be feeling a lot of physical symptoms, a lot of energetic symptoms, feeling not quite ourselves internally at this time in our energetic space. But do know that once again, that this is in regards to your ascension, that there is going to be an achievement in regards to all that you're working through right now. This sense of discomfort that you're experiencing at this time is here to help you to rise above. So I know it doesn't feel that way, but that's the way that our spirit guides like to work with us. Growing pains, if you will. I heard someone refer to them as today, which I think was pretty accurate. And then know that the gifts that you have, you know, I was feeling a sense of self-doubt looking at the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So, I feel like that doubt may be in regards to who you are as a spiritual being having this human experience. I know we can doubt ourselves sometimes because the spiritual journeys that we're on, the things that we experience, especially if there's something that not other people are experiencing, we might be feeling like we're a little bit of the odd one out, to put it lightly. So just trust that who you are and what you're going through and all that you're meant to be, I feel, is the overall message from today's guidance. So I hope this message found who it was intended for and that it does help you in some way. And if you're looking for more specific guidance in regards to your journey, please do reach out to me, as I'd be happy to deliver that guidance for you. This is The Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. Be well.